Do you have like that one documentary you watched that just like blew your mind?
Oh, this is an embarrassing one. When I was a kid, the one that blew my mind was a very taboo one. It was called, was it Zeitgeist? The one that was like looking at religion is a scam, 9/11 was an inside job.
So conspiracy theory stuff?
Yes. I think it was called Zeitgeist or something like that.
Zeitgeist?
Right.
Yeah, it was something like that. And it was basically a 4chan video, but they put it on like DVD. And I watched it and I was like, whoa, this is nuts. 9/11 was done by Bush. What?
Because when you're like 12, you believe that.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, they're making crazy arguments. The God's not real?
Yeah.
Like, I was blown away.
Holy shit.
That was like the one, I guess it wasn't even a documentary. It really
Did you
was.
tell your friends about it?
I did, yeah. 100%.
Did you know, guys, we didn't actually land. Like crazy.
I legit had like the same thing happen, and I was like 12. Because when you're 12, you think that like people who make stuff like movies or film must be correct because they make
and it's on DVD.
Because it's on DVDs, it's on movies. And I remember I had this one. I think I told this story on the podcast once, but we had to do a school presentation, and I just watched. It was like in front of like a class of like 20. I just watched a bunch of things about the moon landing being fake.
Oh, no.
Even though I didn't believe it, right? I didn't believe it. And then there's like 9/11 stuff, and you know the whole like wingdings.
Yeah.
Where you like if you type in like certain things on Wingdings on Microsoft Excel, it's like, oh my god, it's proven that 9/11 was like fake. Obviously all bullshit. So I went to school and I did this presentation, and what I expect to happen was my teacher would be like, "You're a fucking idiot. What the fuck's wrong with you?" My teacher was like, "Oh shit." Dude, the Wingdings thing is kind of convincing. And at the time I thought, damn, big brain, dude. And then like days later, my friend was like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. Like, what did you watch? I was like, I don't know, some random YouTube video. And I realized I just did like a fucking conspiracy theorist pitch to like a bunch of 12-year-olds.
And you almost convinced your teacher.
Well, and I'm pretty sure my teacher to this day thinks the moon landing was fake. Like, from a 12-year-old kid. I'm like, if I was able to convince my like 20-something-year-old teacher that the moon landings were fake as a 12-year-old, I don't think she should have been teaching.
To be fair though, I feel like at age 12 or around there, like as long as you say something with absolute confidence, you're most likely to believe it.
Dude,
my dad trolled the shit out of me with that kind of stuff when I was little. Like,
oh my god, your dad just like what did you tell us the other day?
Yeah, so I said it on one of the live shows, but like my dad, so our family used to play like a lot of like card games, like, you know, like solitaire obviously, but like a lot of like other card games, stuff like that. And my mum was really good at shuffling the cards. Like she'd do like the whole like flicking the wrist kind of thing and like pulling it back in her hand and stuff. Bridging and stuff. And I'm just like, you know, as like a 10-year-old, you're just like, whoa, that's sick. What the fuck? Yeah. And then my dad one day was just like, yeah, do you know why your mom's really good at shuffling? It's because she used to be a dealer in Vegas. And I believed that shit until like age 19. And I would tell that to my friends as well. Be like, your mom might be cool, but my mom used to be a dealer in Vegas.
My Japanese mom.
My Japanese mom used to be a dealer in Vegas. And then I think it was like 19 or 20 or something. My dad was like, son, I have to kind of come clean. Yeah, your mom wasn't a dealer in Vegas. I lied to you this entire time. And I asked my mom about it, and she's like, yeah, I've never even been to America. I don't know what your dad's talking about. And ever since then, I'm just like, whenever I hear something, or like whenever someone tells me something in the utmost confidence, immediately my mind's just like, is it really though? Is it really?
Dude, the first time I found out the Lavender Town like Creepypastas, bro, I thought it was so real.
The kids going insane thing.
I was like, I listened to it. Oh my god.
What is the Lavender Town?
There was like this whole thing where it was like if you played it backwards or slow or something.
No, it was a creepypasta, which was, you know, Lavender Town in the first Pokemon game?
Because all the Pokemon died.
Yeah, like which is where like the Pokemon graveyard is. Yeah. That theme song apparently in the Japanese version, they used a certain frequency that only children of certain ages could hear, and apparently there was like 3 or 4 cases of like children between the ages of like 5 and 10 going insane listening to the Lavender Town theme from the original Japanese version, and people believe that shit.
Dude, like, I believe that
early
shit.
4chan, early Reddit, like lapped that shit up, being like, yo, Nintendo's got a dark secret, bro. When are they gonna come out about
the dark side of Nintendo?
Yeah. And then you know, years later people realize it's just bullshit. You know?
Oh man.
As it often is.
That's like the whole like Ben drowned shit.
Ben drowned.
That's the classic.
That's the classic one.
The Rugrats all being
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Eddie, they're all being in purgatory.
Yep, purgatory.
Yeah.
There's something good about some of the good ones though.
Oh,
The Ben
I
Brown
love
one's
that
good.
shit.
Ben
though.
Darth Jar Jar is a great one.
Oh
Jar
yes.
Jar.
Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah, where you know that one?
No.
Where Jar Jar's like a
Jar Jar's like
Lord
Sith,
in
secretly a
Live.
Sith Lord. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like, all right, okay, yeah, sure.
It's like I know it's
Yeah.
bullshit now, but it's like it's still fun to
It's
like
great.
look back on.
It
yeah.
makes Star Wars more interesting.
Yeah.
if you believe it.
100%.
Also, I love telling that to people in a convincing voice, being like, "Yeah, this is real.
Yeah.
This was
legit.
actually what George Lucas wanted.
Yeah,
to
this
do.
is actually what he wanted."
They wouldn't
yeah.
let him have it. The execs were holding him back.
Yeah, Disney was like,
even though it's his company. No,
Yeah.
dude. Disney was gonna buy it, so they were like, stop, dude.
I think my favorite hoax that has happened recently was what happened with the Nier Automata community.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was
that was
genius.
so fucking
Yep.
five-head,
Oh my
man.
god, that was so 5-hand on Yoko Taro's like part. Him just like playing along with it.
Well,
and
the thing about it. So, if you don't know what happened, basically, there was a video posted on the Nier subreddit of
Yeah.
this new part of Nier Automata that had like never been found before. It was an Easter egg.
It didn't
that
even
had
appear on the
never been
minimap or
found.
anything.
No
Yeah.
minimap, no nothing. And it was from a user that apparently tried to post this clip on the subreddit to find out how to get out of this area, what this area was.
Yeah.
And there was this entire like odyssey of just this user posting more and more areas of this map that had just been uncovered, and this had like the Nier community on like he had them on the tip of their balls, you know.
Yeah.
He had
their balls?
No, he had a, sorry, he had a vice grip on their fucking balls, man. And it was, and the thing is, it wouldn't work for any other game, right?
Yeah.
Because for any other game, you'd be like, oh, it's just a mod or it's just a prank. But
Yeah.
Yoko Taro seems crazy enough to like
Yeah.
forget about something this big.
Well, also, Yoko Taro actually made like a statement being like, "Oh my god, this is an amazing secret. I'm glad somebody finally found it."
It was more
And-
vague. He was more like, "Oh, this is interesting. I wonder how that got."
Yeah.
there." Yeah. He did make it like a really like
Yeah.
sly
And
statement.
people were like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
I should go into the game and try and find it." And
Yeah.
Turns out it was a
Yeah.
hoax. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was
Got
a
him
mod.
good.
It was a new mod community that had modded the game, even though the game couldn't be modded
But for
before.
for that brief moment, dude, Nier stocks just went like.
Oh
that.
my god, yeah. That
So
was-
it was so big brain.
Yeah, I wasn't even like a big fan of Nier, but I was like eating up everything that was like going.
That's
on
what
in the
Nintendo
subreddit.
needs to do. Like, they need to bring back the Lavender Town thing. Like,
Yeah.
like Satoshi Tajiri just needs to be
Yeah.
like, yeah. I knew one of the kids that like was hospitalized. It was really unfortunate. And I actually own the original copy in a vault at Nintendo headquarters somewhere. Yeah, just
Bringing back Porygon. He needs to, he's not done. Oh
my
my
God.
god, Jesus. Okay, I'm trying.
I'm trying to think of like other copy pastas that were there like back in the day.
There's none that were like that reached like the level like Ben Drown. Lavender
Do you have like a
Town, I
favorite
think.
copy pasta from back in the day?
It's not really a copy pasta.
Creepypasta, right?
Or, yeah,
Oh,
or
sorry,
Creepypasta,
Creepypasta,
yeah.
yeah.
Creepypasta, not really. I was never a huge creepypasta guy. I like the video essays on it. Like Ben Drown was great.
Yeah.
Like that was super cool.
That was good because I felt like Ben Drown was actually just interesting.
Yeah, it was
in
just-
how they made it.
it was just
like,
fun.
was a
Like,
cool
it was a good
backstory,
story.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't a hoax, but my favorite theory, like fan theory around something, is Snowpiercer being in the Willy Wonka universe. If you know that one.
Like,
So Snowpiercer, the
Like
train.
the train?
Yeah, the train movie. Yeah, yeah, it's a really
do you
convincing.
want to explain?
Yeah, I'll do my best. It's super deep. So a YouTuber made this very good video that explains how Snowpiercer is likely a sequel, direct sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
And the conductor, like the main guy at the end. Have you all seen the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy at the end, that's Charlie Bucket. So his argument is it's set up in the same way that the Chocolate Factory was. You know, it's all self-sustaining. Food
Yeah.
plays a big part with like the cockroach bars and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it's set up in like the class system where you move up, just like in the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
And he breaks down like all of the parallels between the characters in Snowpiercer and Willy Wonka. And then he also explains how Bong Joon-ho, the director, was a big Charlie and the Chocolate Factory fan, who in an interview at some point said something about how Willy Wonka had inspired him to make something like Snowpiercer.
Right.
So he connects all of these threads that have no reason to connect well, but does a great job of actually making me believe there's a chance that this does have some connection. It's really good. It's called Snowpiercer. It might be just Snowpiercer's a sequel to Willy Wonka.
Okay,
Right.
I'll check it out.
It's cool. It's really well done.
I have so much admiration for people who can make fan theories
Fan
like
theories
that.
that
like,
work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
work. Like, I just want to imagine like their entire like bedroom is just
Yeah.
like the fucking cork board with like all the strings attached
Yeah.
and shit like that. Just
It
like
must
trying
be,
to
right?
figure out. you
Yeah.
know?
Actually, I've always wanted this because you know, like the Zelda timeline, right?
Yeah.
The Zelda canon timeline. So before Nintendo released it, like there were like so many fucking fan theories, like you know, theorizing about how all the Zelda games connect together, and it was only after like. It was only like, I think like 5-10 years ago that did Nintendo actually make it canon. But I'm like, there's no way they fucking planned this, right?
No.
I swear to God, they must have looked at these fan
Bro, you
theories.
just make a new game every year.
Yeah,
They probably looked at
right.
the most like convincing fan theory and was like, yeah, let's
Yeah.
go with that.
Yeah, because like I think compared to all the fan theories, the only difference was in Zelda Ocarina of Times, there are like it diverges into 3 timelines instead of 2 timelines.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, this is way too fucking convenient. I swear to God, someone at Nintendo was looking at these fan theories and they were like, we can make this a thing. We can definitely make this a
Probably.
thing. Yeah.
Probably.
Well, they probably looked at all the fan theories and was just like, all right, next game, we need to just completely just fuck up the timeline so that they can just start from scratch, make them work even harder.
Bring out the Philips CDI. That'll fuck it up. That'll send it into a
It's like, yeah,
oblivion.
where does this fit in the timeline, huh?